Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more Minion Masters. For those who don't know, my name is Matthew, and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. And so, for today, for those who haven't seen the channel before, this is my series for Minion Masters. For Minion Masters, I'm currently working my way through showing you a deck for each master. I'm trying to make them these before I start. As I say, these decks aren't going to be the best decks. They're basically going to be fairly focused kind of decks when you say on various different things. So, like, for instance, I've played various creature-based different faction decks. This is going to be a bit different today. So today's deck we're going to play is Diona, which I feel is one of the highest skill cap masters in the game, and it's going to be an all building deck today. But we have spells and we have things that make minions. So I'm using this Diona skin, which is I believe it's the Plague Doctor skin. I quite like this one. Right, I'll just show you the thing. Yeah, so these are some of the skins for Diona. We got Galaxy, we got Duchess, Slytherin one. We got that's Plague Doctor. This one is Dark Fury Plague Doctor. Okay, so that's that. So the little pet thing is called I believe it's Ruffles. I believe it is, as opposed to Ruffle, the YouTube and Twitch streamer. Right, I'm going to go into the deck and show you a bit the cards and tell you about the card selection. And as always, don't forget like, comment, and subscribe. So this is our first unit. It's the wall. It's basically it's a defensive thing. It basically just distracts the troops, basically, and it has a health of 375. Right, so that's a wall as well. Also, creature typing magic for my there's thing. Oops. What was it? I just clicked on that. What was it? It was the turret, wasn't it? I need to find the turret. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Don't worry, I will just get it back. Oh, there it is. I've got it. Yep. Okay, so we click. Oh, it's right. Yeah, I was sorry. I did the wrong click. All right, so this is one of our another building. So this is the ghost turret. This one is a defensive building with good damage and attack. On death, it gives a random friendly minion spirit, which is the plus buff. So spirit means grant 40% max health to a minion. Blah blah blah. Cannot receive more than one spirit. Okay, that's ghost turret. Right, so then we go. This is one I've called the deck "Build Me Up, Buttercup" after the Foundation song as well. Okay, so then we got one of the spells. This is the key card in the deck. Oh, I need to claim these. I've forgotten to do it. I should. I mean, I think all my cards are maxed out, or pretty much. Right. So, Call to Arms is basically a spell. It basically heals the friendly non-master building for 15%, and summons a warrior and 2 crossbow dudes. So the warriors have these stats on the screen, and crossbow dudes have these stats. They've got the range, and the other ones are ground based. Right, so we go into another spell. We've got Chain Lightning, which is basically its damages and stuns and jumps to nearby minion. I'll claim these. The new season's just started. I'll tell you a bit about if I can tell you any of the main changes on cards, but that some things have got changed. Right, so then we've got so we've got Magma Cannon, and so once I've explained all the card choices in the deck, I forgot to explain the Master Perks. I'll do the Master Perks in a minute, sorry. Anyway, Magma Cannon, it's another building. It fires flaming pools of magma at enemies in range. It has the stats shown on the screen. Right, so now we've got one of our buildings, the summoning building. So basically, the building summons these swarmers, which are, you know what they are, they're the fast-based minions. Right, need to claim these. Right, so that's one of our win conditions in the deck, basically. Then we have the Crossbow Guild, which summons the crossbow dudes, which have the stats there. You know what they do. We've had them in decks before. We have the Mountain Shaper as a spell. So this is one of the more powerful spells in the game. I believe it's gone up and down in power. Currently, I feel it's quite good. Anyway, it strikes all enemies in a large area with an earth-shattering ground rupture for each charge on it, because it builds up the charge while it's in your hand, and up to a cap of 10, I believe. It gains a charge every 3.5 seconds, up to 10 charges. Sorry about that. I mean, you say the Mountain Shaper, the cone on it used to be bigger though. Right, so now we've got the Voidborn Altar. When played, it spreads the soul of an Incubus, which is the melee one. You've got the Succubus, which is more a range one, or the Shadow Whelp, which is the dragon thing in the area every 10 seconds. We're also going to be playing solos today because I feel this deck isn't one of my better ones, so we're going to try solos. I have tried and done it with the restrictions, though. I'm not basically playing any units in the deck. It's just going to be spells and buildings. Alright, we've got Rock and Roller. It's a Zenshi spell. With it's basically a 2-point thing. It basically is like functions quite like a removal spell, and it also has comes with a minion attached. So it's a giant meteor, slams and ground, dealing 300 damage on impact. It rolls forward, dealing 150 damage over 2 seconds, pushing all enemy minions its path until finally a blue golem rises from the crater. Right, I will just go to Diona and see if I can show you the perks. Yeah, okay, so basically Diona this is the basic thing. So basic attack, it fires bolts from her crossbows, and it lays a bear trap every 20 seconds. The bear trap basically slows things down and roots the minion. It deals damage over time for like that for the shirt stats. Perk 2 is add a trap card to Diana's deck. The card alternates between crossbow and decoy. Crossbow is a damage one, so it fires bolts at nearby enemies. That's a ping for me. I'm not sure what it is. I'll check later. Fires bolts at nearby enemies. Deals half damage to towers. It's got the stats on the screen. When it used, it becomes a decoy trap. So it basically goes between the two. It can't be the same one in succession. The decoy trap is a bit like a wall. It basically taunts nearby enemies. Has X health. And then you've got fetch. Yeah, it's Ruffles. I'm thinking Ruffle, the streamer. Anyway, every 10 seconds it will runs to an enemy minion killed in your arena or on the bridge and digs up a prize. The prize is being 2 mana, 4 XP or 250 health, so it heals you. And Thrill of the Hunt is the last perk, which adds another trap card to your deck. Right, so now we're going to go into some gameplay. Wish me luck. I'll show you what, like 3-4 games. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I don't think this is going to be one of my better decks, but like, we're trying to cover all the masters, and these decks are all mine. For those that don't know me, the thing I've been playing. I don't remember how long I've been playing this game. It's quite a while. I've got nearly 1,000 hours on it. I mean, I just went under. I was up just under master last season. All right. I wish them luck. I'm going to say that this is probably a hard deck to play. All right. Right. So basically, we're going to see what we can do, really. So, I don't really know. So I probably need to. I'm worried about the scraps, the air-based things, because I feel we're slightly weak to air units. Right. So now I've got that down. I've been just using the wall as cover, so it means I can get something out of that first. Now I use the call to arms, and as you see, it's going to heal the thing. That's probably bad play on my side, actually. I feel I probably should summon the defensive entities like the cannon. Right, that was probably a thing. Alright, it's looking a bit better now, actually. Alright, so we've got the defensive things down. We need to get to the point where we can play one of the buildings that summons minions and we can start to crawl back. You don't have much, like, say, bridge grab in this deck, though, either. Anyway, I normally do one of these videos each month. We normally do them near the start of the season. So I'm going to play the Crossbow Guild now. Hopefully that will take the dragon down with it. This is all very low rank though. It's basically the start of the season, so it's not going to be very high rank. I don't play much solos. I generally play duos. I don't think this is looking great. Right, let's see if I can stabilize or not. Right, so we're down to like... As you see, the mountain shape is fully charged. I'm just going to have to summon more defensive things. Right. Yeah, so my aim is to try and cover every single master. If you know which ones I have covered, please check the link playlist, and you'll see if your favourite has been covered. use Mountain Shaper to push this side back. You see the knockback on that's quite big. I've got trouble with the flyers coming in now. Let's see if I can get them. I don't feel I'm winning this. Right. Chain Lightning should... bad. Probably badly timed Chain Lightning. I never know. I didn't win the first one. Anyways, as I say, we'll try again and see how it goes. I mean, like, I'm happy if I get a winning record. I don't feel the deck's that great, but like, we'll try. I mean, say, what's your favourite master in Mini Masters? Let me know in the comments section. Mordor's probably my favourite, to be honest. Anyway, I'm trying to get a deck for every single master. I mean, say I like making decks as opposed to copying them. If you just want a net kind of list, you just copy and paste a ladder deck. Alright, we're going to have some fun. Anyway, right, it's low stakes anyway. Don't forget to carry on supporting the game by buying things in the season pass. Don't forget they're not making new cards, but they're still supporting the game with patches. That's the thing. We're playing against a King Puff player. I like King Puff. I haven't actually got the King Puff deck. I will have to make a King Puff deck at some point, but I haven't got a kind of what I want to do with it kind of yet. Alright. Let's see, call to arms. Comes down, they get the thing. They may take the thing. So, right, I feel we're actually... It's looking okay, this game. So we've got basically control, where we've got... Well, we've basically generated a totem for the Swarmers. And then, as you see, the King Puff player is going to swap the contents of both of the bridges. Right. Now, this is looking fine. I mean, I say King Puff's harder to play as well. Right. I feel like this game might be already over. As I say, unfortunately, that feels what a lot of the games are. Anyway, we've basically summoned a section of units from our generators, unit generators, or whatever you want to call them, in each lane. We've got early bridge grab. We should get. Well, you see our EXP lead's quite high. Right, they are okay, so they're coming back. But like, I can just, for instance, do this. It might seem excessive, but I'm going to do it. As you see, the Frost Feathers weren't affected because they're air unit. I'm probably going to rock and roller to take this thing off. Right, so now we've got, you see the rock and roller, summons the golem. Alright, now we don't have anything to grab the other lane. So I'm just going to summon things and see what happens. As you see, Ruffles is coming down to try and scavenge the things from the battlefield. We're supporting the golem with the archers. We're going to summon the Swarmer Totem in the other lane. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. It helps me to grow the channel. I always keep doing these videos for Minion Masters anyway. I mean, you say I'll carry on going at least until I've finished all the decks, all the masters, and then we will see what else we can do, because we've got, so we could do some other stuff which will be related to Minion Masters. We can do that other games set in the same universe. There's one called Force and there's one called Force Showdown. One's more like a twin stick shooter though, and there's also whatever they call the other game they have in development, which is more like a it's more like a, I can't remember how to describe it, but you say it's another game in the same universe. I also do various other content. I do various magic and video game content. We're going to rock and roll it again. As you see, they're probably coming back. Thing is, I haven't got anything to grab the top bridge. I'm just cycling basically. I'm just going to start cycling through my deck basically and try and get to some stuff. Alright, we've got the cool arms. Alright, as you see, we're going to grab the bridge now. We've got the swarm at the totem on the bottom, and I'm probably going to crossbow guild on the top one. I'm probably going to play the magma cannon as a defense against the werewolf. Probably have the turret in the middle. Once the werewolves has gone, I can summon the crossbow guild. I mean, that might be a bit aggressive by placing it in front, but I feel it's alright. Now we can chain lightning down the bottom. As you see, they got swapped, but it's okay. We haven't taken any damage this game. Alright, let's see if we can finish in a positive way. If you want to see other content for Minion Masters, I recommend Bad as a Fish 80. He's another person from, I'm from England, I'm from the UK, for those that don't know me in person. And he's one of the bigger things in the game. He organises tournaments and does various YouTube and Twitch content. He does what's called the meta review every single time there's a new patch, which is every month basically. He does a review and tells you what all the most popular cards are and various other things, which are quite useful. I always recommend that, especially if you want more competitive decks as well. But like, there's probably something for most people in that thing. What have I been doing today? I've been playing various other games. I watched a WWE event as well. I watched the last WWE event. It was a AAA crossover because they just bought AAA, the South American wrestling promotion. Triple Mania, that's what it's called now, I remember. Right, so we wait for a bit for these to go, because the master will get rid of them and then that will clears out, so they basically can play this. I'm now going to support. Yeah. Yeah, as you see, that I didn't get a lot out of it, but as long as it takes the bridge, it's probably okay. Yeah. I'm probably going to cycle to. I want to cycle to the rock and roller probably. Got a bit of damage from playing against the Setsu. So Azali, it's worth pointing out, now he has shield himself, where he didn't used to have shield, he just generated shield. Right. Now the rock and roller comes down and hopefully it gets a good chunk on there. I'm probably going to have to put a taunt thing up. Right, I feel the golem will deal with that. Yeah, and the cannons in. So I'm going to put the thing down. Right. As you see the cannon. I might have placed the unit too high. Oh, they're placing one of their own as well. That's fine. We'll probably counter with one in the bottom lane. Yeah, they got rid of the building with the one of their own. The Wheel of Doom, sorry. I do like Call to Arms. It's also a card in Hearthstone. It's a Paladin card. Yeah, Azali is definitely a lot better now, and he's been in like at least 2 of my decks, I believe. Alright, I'm probably going to rock and roll it defensively to take out the Setsu. Right. Right. I'm using Streamlabs desktop to record this on PC. I can use the wall for a bit of defense. I probably should spread them out more. It's probably too close together, to be honest. Right. Yeah, well, I was also thinking, oh, and I could do some other content. So I've been like the various different modes in the game. I've tried single player content once, the adventure content. It didn't do particularly well, but I tried it. We've also got some other ideas. There's also draft mode and stuff like that. There's also like what the mayhem mode, but like the mayhem mode, the queue times are so long that I would have to cut bits of it out to show you the stuff. But we've got other stuff we can do. We've got ideas, right? After this, I'm going to have my tea. I don't get what I'm going to have. I think I'm going to have chili and chips today. Yeah, I've been going on YouTube now 3 years, I believe, and so I've gone over 100 videos. They're not all Minion Masters, but there's a variety of content. Right, so we're currently 1-2. Control hamster with the Mordor avatar that we think is a Volko though. Right, wish them luck. Right. Chain lightning to try and preserve it. Yeah, they only got one drop, but at least you get 4 swarmers. And like, it grabs me the bridge anyway. Right, my next best thing is to try and gain control of the top lane. Right, this is coming down. These scraps in the bottom lane. Right, I mean the rock and roller will take him out. It's not a problem. Just gonna play this as a defense. Right, the golem is going towards the tower. They're a bit slow, but when they get going, right, we're going to call alarms again. We basically just want to take the top lane to try and gain the control of the bridge. I also play various other tower defense games. I play Clash Royale as well. I play that nearly every day. I'm near Clash Royale. I'm like between 9,700 and 9,800 trophies. Then it goes to 10,000 plus now with so like only a fairly recent addition. Alright, so I need to gain the thing. Alright, so this. He's using burn the bridges. That will kill some of them things, but I don't feel it will get rid of most of them. Alright. You'll probably get through 2 of the units and then that will go. Right, so we've got the rock and roller. I'll probably show you 5 games unless they're incredibly quick or one of the way or the other. Let's just use it at the top. Right, that will get us some good tower damage. The swarm has arrived. Right, we've got control of the top. We've got control of both lanes. We are about to lose control, but like the rock and roller is going to retake this lane. We'll choose the bottom one. We'll use the decoy as a bit of defense, and then we're probably going to call to arms. Alright, so we use the crossbow guild in the top lane. And play the turret in the bottom lane as defense. So you said we might want to play the thing. Alright, I've got the werewolf coming down, so we'll probably play more defensively. I probably need to see, and then we call to arms. I think that's my favourite card in the deck. That's basically what I built the deck around, really. I've tried some of the other buildings, but like I don't feel they were quite good enough. Right, I think we're doing okay here, so the chain lightning comes down. Some of the spells in the deck might not be quite right, but like I'm pretty sure you want nearly all the swarm. all the buildings that summon units in the deck, and then some of the spells are personal choice. Right, I feel a lot of it can be down to the some of the spells go up and down in power depending on what they've buffed. I'll play the crossbow trap. Right. So these are all ground based, so rock and roll is good answer for this. It will take this lane back. You see the dragon. He used burn the bridges, but I mean, one of my units is an air unit, so it's not going to be the thing. Oh well, it's fine. Alright, so now we're just going to probably cycle to get another. We just need to cycle to get somewhere to take the top bridge, really. Alright, as you see, we've got a totem. That seems quite good, so we use that on the top lane. What other tower defense games do people play? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so we're back. We're 2-2 now, so we're going to show you this will probably be the last game unless it's a thing. Anyway, so let me know what your favourite decks are in the game, and how long have you been playing Minion Masters? I mean, you say I've got, what have I got on the game? I've got nearly 1,000 hours on the Steam game. It's also available on Xbox for those who only have an Xbox. Right. I mean, so look, this should be the last game. I mean, you said this is just the start of the season. I did the quest. Say my quest for the day. I did all of the other ones yesterday, so I've only got one quest. You get 3, and this one is play minions that cost 0 to 2 mana. That's not. I'm not realistically doing it with this deck, am I? Anyway. Do enjoy Minion Masters, one of my favourite games. I've got a whole playlist of if you're looking for other Minion Masters videos, I've got a whole playlist of them. Alright, this should be the last game. Alright, so there's scrats, the early scrats of a problem because they just swarm. I'm just going to use Chain Lightning, obviously positioning it. And that should take them all out. Now I'm going to summon one of the buildings. I'm probably going to summon the Arch. Sorry, I keep thinking Arch. It's Void Altar. Right, so we play the Void Altar there, and we're going to play some of the other stuff behind it. I might have been a bit optimistic where it goes. So he's going to enrage him. Right, we need to cast another defensive building to see if we can survive this push and then stabilise. Right, we've taken out the things. It's next to the monkeys, followed by the thing. I'm just going to call to arms because that's a good defense. Right, now we see if we can take control. We've got Crossbow Guild and the Swarmer Totem. So the is reasonable. I think I'm more likely to play the Crossbow Guild in case they play because they've got the flyers out at the moment. So let's see. And it's good against the Frost Feathers, for instance. Right, so now we'll start on the bottom lane with these things. Yeah, you see the EXP, they've got an EXP lead, they've got nearly a whole 1 over us. Alright. As you see, the little unit got stuck in the trap. Right. Get swarmed. I'm probably going to use the Chain Lightning to get rid of some of them. Yeah, that's pretty even on that exchange. Yeah, I need to try and get another something that someone's. Right, I can play the wall, for instance. I'll play the more defensive cards at the back. Now call to arms. If in comparison to a Magic, I come from a Magic perspective, so basically this deck is fairly very defensive. It's got very few things that actually win you the game. You just have to know when to use your various things at the right time. I'm probably going to have to use the... Not back. Get rid of the scraps. Right, now we have dealt with the thing. Summon the trap. Right. Once I've had my tea, I've got another 3 videos that I need to finish off. Right. Can we deal with this? It's like it's gonna be closed. Right, I'm gonna use the Mountain Shaper to just try and stabilize some of the damage. Probably gonna have to use the Chain Lightning again. No. Anyway, it was not too. It were like 2 wins, 3 losses. I mean, if I had another win, I would have been happy, to be honest. Right, so that was this month's deck on Minion Masters. And you say we'll just go back to the main screen and we'll round up the video. All right, thanks very much for watching my deck video for Diona. It means to say definitely not the best Diona deck, but I've been trying all these things. All right, I don't know what. So we'll do another one next month. I don't know what master we're going to feature. If you want to see if your favourite master has already been featured, scroll back in the things. I mean, say I aim to try and do a different one each month. Other than sometimes we will do some other stuff. Alright, don't forget to also check out my other content. I also do Magic, MTG and video game content. If you would just scroll through the link playlist. And please like, comment and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. I'd like to get to 100 subscribers this year. That will be really good. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.